Now, I know that Kyle has already done a video on this, but I'm going to do one as well. It is happening. JJ Redick is coming to the Philadelphia 76ers. 1 year, $23 million. If you're thinking to yourself, well, $23 million, that's a lot of money. Yeah, it is. They definitely overspent for him. He's probably spent maybe, what, $5 million too much for a one-year deal. But at this point in time, you got to look at the roster structure, and you got to look at everything and, you know, look at it this way. The Sixers needed to spend $15 million just to get to the salary cap floor. And you look at this one-year deal, you can still, you know, extend Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz in a couple years if you want to. So this isn't something where, you know, they went out and they spent a bunch of money on Redick on, like, say, a 4-year deal. If this was a 4-year deal, I would have hated this deal. But it's a 1-year deal. The Sixers don't have a goddamn shooter on the roster. He was the best one on the market. And you look at how this team is going to be playing. I mean, you got Fultz, you got Simmons, you got guys that are going to drive and kick. They're going to need some shooters on the roster. And, you know, you might say to yourself, well, what about Furkan Korkmaz and some of these other guys? Thing to keep in mind about Korkmaz, only 19 years old, 185 pounds, still has to add some weight to that body. So you gotta be a little patient with him and have him develop, you know, properly. So Korkmaz isn't going to come over and just, like, light it up immediately. It's going to take some time. So, yeah, I just had a neighbor wave to me. What up? All right, so, yeah, I mean, if you guys got any questions, shoot. I haven't watched Kyle's video yet, but I will have to shortly. But, you know, again, it's like I said a lot of the things last night, when I did the video about midnight on Redick, so I really don't need to repeat myself. But, hey, 1 year, $23 million. They overspent, but it's okay. He fits a role in the team. It's a perfect fit, to be honest. So, trail threes, catch and shoot. He's going to get wide open looks in Philadelphia due to Markelle Fultz and Ben Simmons. And it's a perfect fit. So it works. And they're kind of building the team like I want them to. They're building it like the Spurs. You got your core, now you got to surround them with shooters. That's the way you got to approach it. So, and that's where the NBA is going. So you got him for a year. And, you know, the other thing I want to say, too, is, like, there's this false narrative that JJ Redick is overrated. He's actually been pretty solid for the last 4 to 5 years now. We're not talking about the guy that's in Orlando anymore. Since he got to LA, averaged 15.8 points per game, shot 44% from 3. Obviously aided and benefited from Chris Paul. Way overspending, though. It's fine because they have so much to spend. They needed $15 million to reach the cap floor. Like, this isn't, the money is not a big deal at all. It really isn't. But people are freaking out about it. They're not cash strapped. They're not like the Eagles. They're not close to the salary cap. This is a lot different. It's a 1-year deal. Anyway, because of that comment, now I forget what I was talking about. Oh, well. Yeah, about Redick being overrated. Yeah, he's been, you know, pretty good for a couple years now. Got to play with Chris Paul. Excelled due to his ability to drive and kick. And now he's going to have Ben and Fultz playing with him. I mean, I don't see why Redick, you know, still can't put up the numbers that he did in L.A. So that's the way I look at it. And even after a year, I mean, they can still give Redick another 1-year deal if they feel like it. So, you know, we'll see how this plays itself out. But I like the signing. I don't have any problems with it. I'm not going to lie, though. I'd still like to trade for Danny Green. I mean, that'd be great if they can find a way to do that. But, you know, main premise of the video is the $23 million, it's okay. You need shooters. They have a lot of money to spend. And they needed $15 million just to reach the cap floor. So it was only 1 year. The year is more important than the money. So it's a done deal. There it is. I'm going to enjoy my vacation now. Been a windy day today. Too windy to go fishing. You can see, let's see if I can, hold on. So this is the view from the rooftop. Way too much in my opinion. It's okay though. Like, again, it's like people are looking at the money. It's not a big deal at all. It really isn't. This is my view. Pretty nice view. Way too much would have been 4 years. But 1 year, it's not way too much. That's the thing you got to keep in mind. There it is. All right, I'm out.